WWE's parent company, also UFC's parent company, TKO had their fourth quarter earnings call report today. The big thing coming out of it was the MLW lawsuit settlement news that they got $20 million related to their antitrust lawsuit. Here's some other highlights related to 2023. UFC revenue increased by 13% to 1.3 billion. UFC live event revenue increased 34% to 1.68 million. And this is related to both ticket prices going up and sites actually paying them to bring UFC there, which is a new thing that places are like paying both UFC and WWE to come and put on events. UFC sponsorship revenue increased 18% to 196 million. They had their 30th anniversary. WWE pay-per-views had viewership records. Of course, it's on Peacock now for like whatever it is, $5 or $7 a month. You don't have to pay $60 a pay-per-view over whatever it was in the 90s. With inflation, I don't know what they would still be under that old format. Live event went up 34% in attendance. But I also think that live event attendance going up is because they're putting on less events and going to fewer places. So the big wrestling fans, for instance, when they come to Ottawa, there used to be small towns around Ottawa within a 2-hour distance they go to that they don't go anymore. So the people from those smaller towns will now drive to Ottawa to go see, and it works for them. But they're long gone from the 7 day a week live events. Now there's usually sometimes none, sometimes two, sometimes a little bit more than two. And they also mentioned the WWE got into their long-term rights deal with Netflix. Other notes are TKO Chief Financial Officer Andrew Schilmer said that site fees, people paying for arenas to come, are a huge deal for WWE, as it was for this week's Elimination Chamber in Australia, which I'm still upset about Jack didn't appear for. There still is no home for Raw in between the USA Network deal ending September 30th and the Netflix deal starting in January 2025, although they're confident they're going to find one. If the company would buy a large amount of stock from a shareholder, i.e. Vince McMahon, they said it's going to be his call what he does with the stock. About the UFC antitrust lawsuit set for April, they're not going to comment on it other than they believe they're going to have facts on their side. They don't appear too worried about this PFL Bellator merger and whether Netflix having their international TV rights deal will affect them having an NXT Europe or not. Nick Khan answered that he does not see that affecting it. The NXT UK was a bomb. It lost so much money. That's the real reason that there's a delay in the murder. Bring back the video, yeah, maybe. Maybe eventually. Have a great night. I am interviewing Goldilocks from TNA in about 45 minutes, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will take fan questions.